There was a couple new to the town, looking for a fresh start, a place to call home. They didn't know the house had been waiting for them, hidden deep in the woods, silent, empty, or so it seemed. Something was watching them. They didn't see it. They didn't hear it. But from the moment they entered that house, they were no longer alone. The air was heavy, almost suffocating. Every step they took echoed unnaturally. The silence pressed against their ears, so thick, it felt like it had weight, even when they paused. Even when they tried to tell themselves it was just their imagination, the feeling didn't go away. The house stood far from the main road, hidden among towering trees that blocked the moonlight. The silence was complete, almost unnatural. It wasn't abandoned. It wasn't new. It was just empty. They moved in during the coldest month of the year, hoping for peace, hoping for a fresh start. The neighbors were distant. The nights were quiet, too quiet. At first, everything seemed normal. The doors locked properly. The windows were sealed. The smell of old wood and dust filled the air. They unpacked slowly. Every box they set down seemed to echo like thunder in the stillness. But the quiet was wrong. Believing that quiet meant safe was their first mistake. The first sound came just after midnight. A soft noise, like footsteps on wooden floors. They told themselves it was nothing. Old houses make sounds. Everyone knows that. But the noise came again the next night. And the night after that. Always slow. Always careful. Every time they turned on the lights, it stopped. The feeling started. The feeling of being watched. Not seen. Watched. Even when they moved from room to room, the shadows seemed to shift around them. Corners seemed darker than before. Walls seemed closer, as if breathing. They tried to laugh it off, but the laughter sounded hollow in the empty house. Sleep became impossible. Every small sound was amplified. Every shadow stretched unnaturally. Doors were found slightly open in the mornings. Rooms felt colder than the rest of the house. They checked everything. Locks, windows, walls. Nothing explained what was happening. But fear doesn't need proof. It only needs time. And whatever was in that house had all the time in the world. Even simple movements, walking across the floor, reaching for a glass of water, felt dangerous. Every breath felt heavy. Every creak of the old wood felt deliberate. Something was moving just beyond sight. Waiting. One night, the sounds didn't stop. Footsteps moved through the hallway. Slow. Deliberate. Someone, or something, stood behind the bedroom door. They held their breath, hearts pounding, hands trembling, when the door finally opened. There was nothing, but the room felt wrong. Heavy, cold. On the wall, deep scratches cut into the surface. Long marks. Uneven. Jagged. As if something had dragged its fingers slowly, deliberately, across the wall. That was the moment they understood. The house wasn't empty. Something had always been there, watching, waiting. They left before sunrise, barely looking back, running through the cold, empty streets. They never returned. The house still stands today, silent, unoccupied. But locals say that at night, lights sometimes turn on by themselves. Shadows move behind the windows. Some places remember who enters them. Some things never stop watching. Even now, if you walk past that house after dark, you might feel it. A presence, just out of sight, watching, waiting.